And welcome back, now with some Super Mario 64 70 Star League Division 1 CLGs versus HeisenburgerTV. And today I'm commenting with Doomguy Fieri. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to see this race.
Definitely. I hate to say it, but Heisen hasn't been doing too well in the league. He's currently in last place, and Cheese has been doing fairly well. He's 5th, so let's see. So I would guess it just comes down to how many points Heisen can grab from Cheese, but maybe he's actually gonna pull a win. No one can never know what happens.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit of a David versus Goliath kind of scenario. But again, we're all rooting for Heisenberger.
The underdog. Even though we should be unbiased, but we'll try our best.
Yeah.
And she's actually getting that Rainbow Ride ready. Maybe I don't know if he's really been doing runs lately. Probably when I was asleep he's been strewing, but no idea how much he's been trying to get the world record back. But I would say he's still in quite good shape actually.
Yeah, he's been looking good.
All right, and I think we are about to start. Yeah, there we go. Both players are ready. Just gonna wait on the countdown. And Heisen getting that important castle roof fragments done. Don't want to choke here. And it seems like we are off to go. There we go. Very, very excited how this plays out. And I believe they're both on the US version. Yes, so no version differences. The Japanese version would be a little bit faster in the beginning, but overall, US is the way to go. You want to save that 1 to 2 seconds. Just a free time save, pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting that English is the fastest version for 70 because I don't think that's the case for any other category.
Yeah, I think for any other category we actually use Japanese. I'm not too sure about stuff like 45 star, but for the main categories we definitely, people only use Japanese. Alright, intro done, we're already approaching the first trick. Ooh, both actually going for the same setup. Nice. And both getting it as well. Seems like Cheese was a little bit faster there, but...
Yeah, it looks like Cheese is just very slightly in the lead.
And right after that, we're already getting into the next one bomb clip. So just want to grab the bomb, and the bigger the bomb, the more it pushes you back if you once you grab it before it explodes. And
oh, Heisenberger missing it.
Yeah, as it explodes, it just explodes right into his face. And he had to go all the way back there to respawn the bomb.
Again.
It happens again. He's just gonna decide to go for the changer, but
Chomp even taking him out there, not wanting him to get on that post at first.
Oh, you don't want that start too. That's just going right into your, like, gonna affect your mentality for sure. Starting off like that. And yeah, I'm kind of the guy that likes to say that speedrunning is all about like flow and mentality, and once that's ruined, it's really hard to come back. It's not impossible, but it's definitely, you want the decent start to not feel like, oh, I'm gonna mess up everything. It's no hope.
Yeah, I agree. Knowing you're behind this early in the race definitely makes it much tougher.
For sure. We actually saw that hot 0.6 from Cheese. Let's see if Heisen can keep up or not. And also both going for that slide first, which is also a 1 second time save. So in a race, people always try to go for it. I've seen a few that didn't, but yeah. Ooh. 0.7, also a really solid slide time.
Cheese, meanwhile, entering Whomps. Interested to see, looks like he's going for cannonless first. I believe he goes for full setup in races. Yeah.
Wise decision, if you would ask me. It's texture setup is just a little bit too inconsistent, I believe. I've seen people like Punkey get it pretty much every time, but I'm not one of those people, so I definitely support going for full setup and just don't care too much about those 2 seconds you can save with texture setup.
Yeah, a lot of people in this league have been going for safer, more consistent strats over just pure speed. Cheese nailing Alice.
Beautiful.
Heisenburger nailing Cannonless.
Yeah, no timing difference there. Eisen also going for the full setup. That's definitely something you can save a little bit of time on, but yeah, just don't want to mess with it. Oh, and she's going for the pro cycle, the really fast one, grabbing those 5 coins in the beginning. And Heisen taking a bonk, going to Elvis. See if he can nail it though. Yeah, gets in there as well, no problem. And she's also getting a cycle. That's actually, I don't think Heisen is the kind of guy to go for that beginning. He might still grab the same cycle, but not those 5 coins in the beginning. We'll see. Yeah, he's going for the coin run right away. So we'll have to grab those 5 coins at the end, which is a little bit slower than what she did.
Yeah, it's not slower by much, but it is definitely still slower. So Heisenberger does lose a bit of time from that, but race definitely still not over because we are only 4 stars in for Heisenberger.
For sure, and if you do feel like more consistent on that kind of route, it's probably better to just go for it because, as you said, it's not really such a big difference. So it's still just Whomps too.
Ooh, Heisenberger missing that red though.
Just has to wait for the Whomp to go up. But stuff like that also adds up. Like those small time saves that Cheese is going for example, the 100 coin route, and that mess up that Heisen had, it's already like around 4 to 5 seconds in total, maybe even more.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to make a big mistake to be behind in these races. Your opponent just has to do small time saves and they can get ahead of you because they do add up pretty quickly.
Yeah, we already see that Heisen's like more than a full while blue star behind. She's actually having a beautiful Whomp so far.
Yeah, it's looked really good.
All right, and let's see. It actually, yeah, this is probably gonna be like a 6:40 something for Sheets, which is an insanely good Whomp's race time. Just accelerating in the first stage already. Ooh, that was a little bit scary for him. He caught that elevator or platform that moves back into the tower quite late, but still managed to get up there.
Yeah, exiting Whomps with what looked like a high 630, which, again, pretty good.
And I just think that Cheese is also gonna keep on going for more risky stuff than Heisen, so he might. Ooh, Heisen not even able to grab the tree right now. So Cheese might as well just pull that in different stages as well. So I don't know if I think it's just like Heisen has to kind of hope that he's gonna keep on getting like all the stuff consistently. He's not the kind of guy that's gonna go for speed.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a tortoise versus the hare kind of situation right now. One big mistake from Cheese could swing this race. So
Right back around in Heisen's favor for sure. Ooh. He's grabbing those first two reds, and that looks way easier than it actually is. Flying is tedious in this game. You get so much when you get so much speed. It's
Heisenberger smashing on the slide.
He's diving a little bit too early, taking that fall damage. But yeah, flying is actually insanely out in this game, and then we get that much speed. It's just hard to control, so good on Cheese that he actually managed to grab those 2 reds right in the beginning. Otherwise, he would have like had to gone down a little bit more, and it would waste around like 4 seconds.
Yeah, flying an art in and of itself in Super Mario 64. Heisenberger right now going for his wing cap while Cheese starts working his way through Dark World.
Definitely not the kind of stage you wanna die on, because you can die anywhere pretty easily. When gets the triple jump, cancels his double jump with a moving platform that goes up, just right into that triple jump, and is probably able to get the Shia cycle here, but doesn't want to. I think he had it, but he just decided to go safe, not take the risk, rather take the Shigeru cycle instead, which is probably the kind of is the cycle that most runners go for in runs, because it's the most consistent and quite fast as well. Gets double first, but gets caught on the stairs.
Yep, so Cheese about to be entering the pipe. Heisenberger just now starting on his reds.
Gotta hope that Heisen's gonna match that Dark World from Cheese, just so that he doesn't fall even further behind. That's looking really solid. He didn't get the triple jump that Cheese went for. Cheese probably just was way too early on those platforms, so he had to go for the triple jump to not get his double jump eaten. But Heisen just gonna take the poverty shake, which can be a little bit faster. I think it was around the same speed as Cheese grabbed the cycle. Did had to wait there a little bit and turn around for a side flip. Overall, though, not much lower than Cheese, because Cheese also had a rough ending there, taking a huge bonk.
Yeah, Dark World looking good from both runners. Cheese heading back to Balan Battlefield to grab the island star. Heisenberger, meanwhile, staring down Bowser. Heisenberger missing the throw.
Yeah, that was, wow, you don't see that often. That was quite far off, too. Miscalculated that by a whole lot, actually. Might have just slipped and wasn't, like, didn't manage to press the button in time, and then tried to go back for it and was too slow. Alright, let's actually see the kind of lead that Cheese has. So Cheese touched the door at 10:44. It's talking about like a minute, actually.
Yeah, Cheese looks like he has a commanding lead right now. But again, couple big mistakes and the race can swing right back around. Oh, Cheese missing the wall kicks. Getting back up there, though.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Heisen can save some time out on Cheese and just capitalize on that mistake. Well, it's not that easy, though. Those missing the platform there with a dive and just falling down happens a lot. It's not the end of the world, but it's easy to just fall down. And yeah, it's almost around a minute, so 11:37. That's a 50. No wait, like 53. No wait, am I can't calculate. Almost a minute late. That's let's just stay with that.
Commentators' math skills are not up to snuff, obviously.
Just fucking always before I get caught up on trying to figure out the kind of time we have going on. Alright, and we see Cheese going for the hot triple jump optimization. That looks so clean too. Like, he didn't slow down at all. Got a really solid triple jump there. But yeah, we see Cheese going for that CCM17. I'm not so sure if Heisen actually goes for the slide. So we're seeing a rod difference here. So that means that Cheese, as you can see, does the 100 coin star with the slide star, which Heisen is doing without the 100 coin star right now. So he's gonna do the 100 coin star plus the penguin race afterwards.
Yeah, this also means Cheese will have to have 2 attempts at Pillarless. So that's just one more chance for a big mistake to happen.
Definitely. And plus, we'll get to that, but just for now, it's we've seen a lot of Mario meltdowns on Pillarless, to say the least. But then again, the penguin can screw you over easily as well. It's not like, oh yeah, it's free to do CCM 18, because for one, the penguin can just randomly fall off. I always say that because we've already seen that happen in a race. And for two, you have to sometimes avoid the penguin pushing you off or like pushing you away from coins even.
Yeah, the penguin falling off can be really catastrophic because there's not really anything you can do about it.
It just can't. Oh, and Heisen actually managing to not get pushed away from the coins, ramming them right in time. And we also saw Heisen was only allowed to miss one coin. He just skipped that one right there. If he would have missed one more, he would have actually had to either redo the race or do a completely different star instead. But everything went well. That was beautiful. It's not that easy to get that with the penguin race. Can definitely go wrong.
Cheese, meanwhile, about to grab Book's star. Little unintended way of grabbing this star. You're supposed to go through another room, but you can just hop right over that gap.
And just like that, he's already out of BBH. There wasn't anything notable that happened to him. Like, no mistake at all. And it looks like quite a big lead right now, but again, she has to grab an extra star in SSL. And we'll see how that goes. It can go horribly wrong. Just to like tell you what you're about to see. So she has to grab that bomb, and like a 2-frame window, you can use 2 different bomb sizes, the big bomb and medium bomb. And for either one, you have 1 frame to catch it. You obviously want big bomb because you get the most speed out of that. But it's super hard, and right after that, the bomb just explodes if you do happen to miss grabbing the big bomb. So let's see. Oh, gets the big bomb. Goes for the Tama plus attempt and gets it beautifully. Nice. I like that. And decides to go for the secrets first. That's quite an odd decision. It kind of shows that Cheese is pretty confident in his second plus attempt. Because if you do end up messing up the second plus, you lose even more time because the other...
Cheese almost falling off there.
Yeah. The other pyramid star is definitely faster to grab, so I always go for that one first and then do the secrets. Just in case I happen to actually mess up the second plus attempt, but yeah. Cheese is showing off that consistency. And grabs another big bomb, another Tama plus right away.
Both Pillarless attempts clean from Cheese. Very impressive.
Yeah, and now it just shows the rods are pretty much equal right now. And Cheese is at by 2 stars. So Mips and 1 Pillarless in front of Heisenberger.
Fly Guy treating Cheese nicely, running up the right side of that pillar so that Fly Guy didn't move towards him.
I've also, I don't know, sometimes it's super weird. Sometimes that Fly Guy just decides to still get towards the show. It still kind of has a random factor to it. So luckily nothing happened there, because sometimes it just feels like you can't do much about it at all. But yeah, going up the right side of the pillar definitely helps. And that's a 1732! I didn't even realize Cheese was on such a sick pace. It's only around like 13 or 14 seconds behind Tago's PB. Oh, and at the same time, Heisen nailing that close beautifully as well. Does get the fall of shame though. Oh man, it's already behind by so much, but Cheese is just playing expertly well.
Oh, Cheese getting burnt though.
I wonder if that kind of affects his nerves, because being on such a good pace, and once you realize that, it can definitely screw you over. Like getting sweaty hands, for example, or just getting nervous.
Yeah, the nerves definitely kick in once you realize how well you're doing.
And I would say in 70 star, it's kind of like after you leave SSL, it kind of feels like that's when the run starts, because you just managed to get past Plus, and you're like, this run's going far. Because stuff like Leaf Island and then DDD, it's not too bad to go through.
Yeah, Plus definitely kills a lot of runs, so once a runner does get past it, it is a weight off their chest.
For sure. And now we see Heisenberger being over a minute behind Cheese right now. Actually, such a strong lead. So instead of just one big mistake, it might be like two now. Cheese has quite some room to make errors and still be ahead.
Yeah, just a fantastic race from Cheese so far.
He actually keeps this up and goes for ledge grips. Good. Small bullies. Gets a beautiful kill as well. That was such a good bully star. Just keeping the pace up. His insane pace.
Yeah, the only real mistake so far in Lethal Lava Land for Cheese was that burn, but obviously nothing major. She's still on a fantastic pace. Going into the volcano.
Let's see what kind of... Oh, he got... yeah, I support that decision. He goes for a way safer lava boost strat. Just taking the extra long jump. Yes, it easily. I always go for that in races as well. There's just too much that can go wrong with Pro Boost or Akira Boost. Which is also just a little bit faster, not even that much. Is this actually gonna be a 20? I'm not too sure. I think there's actually gonna be a 20 leave a lava in time from Cheese. No way. Yo, Jesus is actual not, and that in a race. 2056. That's a really good leave lava in time.
Yeah, great time from Cheese. Heisenberger missed on one small bully, but managed to recover it and knock it into the lava pretty quickly.
I think going up against such a good runner with such a good pace right now is you have to be able to save all your mistakes well. Otherwise, you're just gonna fall behind by a lot. And Iceland right now is not really allowed to fall behind even further, because he's still like gotta try to get as many points as possible. Even with Cheese wins, he can still grab a few. Mess up the long jump.
Points in this league, they aren't based on purely win or lose. Of course, they are based on the spread between the runners when they finish. So as long as Heisenberger can finish within 3 minutes of Cheese, then he does still get points.
Yeah, maybe I should have mentioned that as well, but yeah, exactly like that. So if Heisen keeps up a consistent pace and doesn't finish too far behind Cheese, like in the 3-minute range that is, still grabs a few points.
Cheese heading towards his sub. I'll be surprised to see whether he goes for front sub or back sub here. With this much of a lead, he could go for back sub, but he probably doesn't realize he's in the lead, so he will be going for front sub.
Or he's just really used to front sub too. I'm kind of the guy that also goes for the strats that I go in for runs. I usually don't change my strats, and that's a really good front sub from Cheese. He probably just is really confident in what he does, and then suddenly, like, it depends on what kind of like mentality you have right now. If he would be nervous, he would probably switch a few strats. But I think Cheese is actually in his zone right now and can nail what he usually nails in his runs as well.
Cheese getting those rings as well. Those rings are really poorly programmed. They don't look at all like they're actually rendered, so you do have to swim kind of weird to get through them.
Yeah, Nintendo didn't really do a good job on those, except for the first 5 rings. It's just once you miss the first ring, that's when you really panic, because that's when you miss the 5 rings. You miss a lot of time if you do end up missing just one. Like while you're in that reign of getting 5 in a row. Oh, and Cheese with a really good Fire Sea start. And yet again, Heisen goes for the backstab, of course, the consistency. But Cheese already like saved some time with his front sub over Heisen, just by doing a slightly faster strat.
Good looking Fire Sea so far from Cheese.
Double jump ending, dude. Cheese is nuts. If he actually keeps us up, he might as well just get like a mid or low 47.
Yeah, which is a crazy good race time.
If he actually would, yeah. That's... oof. Also, no Manta Troll for Heisen. Just good to see. You don't want to see someone get destroyed by the Manta.
Question in chat, does the winner still get extra points? Yeah, the winner, correct me if I'm wrong here, does get 40 points, and then 20 points are divvied up based on the spread in times.
That is 100% correct. It's exactly 40 points, and then yeah, the 20 divided between the two. If the second guy that finishes is in that 3-minute range. Ooh, but Heisen also getting that lava boost early at least. Yo. A little bit later than Cheese, but this is still good enough to get the good ending.
Yes, good Fire Sea from Heisenberger as well. Cheese entering Wet Dry World, starting off with 100 coin. Oh, missing 1 coin already.
That's pretty brutal, actually. Is he gonna go? No, he's not gonna go for the coin, because you're only allowed to miss 1 coin in this entire round. Because if you miss 1 more, you have to go for the backup coins at the end. It's just a small time loss, but it is time loss, so want to avoid to miss even 1 more coin.
Yeah, Wet Dry World 100 does have some RNG behind it, because these coins, they can either fall right down into a nice bunch for you, or they can just scatter everywhere.
Jeez, looking super solid.
Heisenberg hitting his throw in Fire Sea.
And now just to check here, this is probably where you would want that extra coin, but the RNG is actually quite nice for Cheese. Almost
missing. But diving off. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's such a huge mistake too. Let's see how he can back this up. Gets the turbo jump wall kicks right away. No issues there.
Surprised he's not just grabbing the coin box. I figured that would be faster than getting set up for a jump across.
Those are actually just 3 coins and not and he still needed 5, so sadly that didn't work. And that turbo jump is actually really tight to get. You can easily bonk on the fence if you're not careful. If you just overshoot by a little bit and are too close, you just get a bonk.
Heisenberger getting that double box break on the first set of boxes in Wet Dry World 100.
And doesn't miss a coin, so he's pretty good. I would say that coin boxes usually go alright. It's just a mind. I think that coin didn't go as much out of his way, so could still grab that, but decides to just let it go.
Ooh, getting amped.
But as I was saying, the checker is usually what's like the most brutal. If you're not careful, the coins just fly off to the ground, and you sometimes you chase them, but usually people just go for the box at the end. And Cheese with the jump kick, Georgian walkie sword. I believe he did it before also. I'm not too sure on that, but probably.
He did. Clean on both of them.
Yeah, that's actually not an easy strat as well, over the side flip, that is.
Heisenburger, meanwhile, finishing up 100 coin.
This is... Lead just doesn't change. We did see a massive mistake from Cheese, but Heisen is still 3 stars behind.
Heisen also not going for the triple jump wall kick strat. So that is more time Cheese saved over him.
Probably for this elevator starts around 5 to 6 seconds with the kick strat, depending on how fast you do the kick. But ooh, Cheese not getting the turbo jump on secrets, and now he's having a little bit of a meltdown there, but gets in the pipe, no biggie. Sets to miss the side flip. That's a weird decision. Okay, still goes for the mountain clip though. A lot of cheese there from Cheese. Like hiccups everywhere in the beginning, as well as after the pipe entry.
Heisenburger having a bit of trouble getting to the top of the town.
Yeah, Eisen is like, you can only see Cheese messing up at the same time Eisen wins to give Cheese, give it right back to Cheese, the kind of time he lost. Beautiful secrets though. Man. He's still in it. I'm pretty sure this is still 47 pace. But it's a lot harder for sure though, so more likely to get a 48 if he's keeping to play like this. Continue to play like this.
Yeah, that dive in Wet Dry World definitely did hurt Cheese's chances of getting that 47, like you said. Heisenburger, meanwhile, entering THI. Cheese plucking these piranha plants.
That was just too much of him. Such a big mistake from Cheese and Wet Dry World, but he's trying to... Ooh! Heisenberg are matching those secrets that Cheese had as well, though. That was really solid, too. But as I was saying, Cheese still keeping up good movement. It's not like that Wet Dry World mistake completely destroyed him. He still got the rhythm going. And now entering the Tall Mountain. Also kind of a brutal... Ooh, okay, going for the dive. Might have just messed up a long jump there in the beginning, but I'm not too sure. Goes for the speed kick jump dive too. Ooh, he doesn't want to slow down at all. The crazy mushroom movement too. Oh, Cheese is making me proud. These reds looking super good.
Oh, but missed the red.
Okay, I was about to say he was gonna fall between that mushroom and the mountain, but... Alright.
Oh.
Those are looking so good, yeah.
Besides missing that red up top, that was a beautiful reds for Cheese.
Alright, let's see. I don't think... Oh, Heisen actually does go for the mountain clip too.
Oh,
misses it, unfortunately. Missing the rollout. Yeah, exactly.
Cheese going for breezeless. Got it.
Hot. Oh, it's so hot. That is not an easy trick. It might look like it's just a triple jump and a ground wall kick and a ground pound, but you have to time your triple jump perfectly well, then also get a really good wall kick, and then time your ground pound at the right time once you get enough hate. And the hardest part is probably like getting that good triple jump spot, where you can like triple jump spot and then the wall kick. where you... It kind of gives you a really good angle so you can get the fence clip. Oh, and both going for the log walkies as well. It's no problem. Heisen didn't have to do an extra wall kick there, so Cheese did get that nice save. Did lose some time though.
Geez, going to the top of the mountain.
No problem on
Heisenberger.
the... No problem on the log walkies at all from Cheese. And same goes for Heisen. That was a clean 2 top stars. There's definitely something that can go easily wrong. As we saw, Cheese had to do an extra wall kick, but no one fell down, which I like to see. And let's see if Heisen can capitalize on that. Oh, goes for a little bit safer strat there. 2 long jump instead of a speed kick jump dive. And also doesn't draw it on the mushroom as well, compared to Cheese. But if he manages to just grab the last red without falling down, he's already saved some good time on Cheese there.
Heisenberger finishing up reds as Cheese finishes up Snowman's head.
Yeah, the Lee is just so big still. It's incredible. Even after, like, it looks like Cheese had 2 really huge mistakes, but his insane gameplay just makes up for it, I would say. Like, so many strats that he's performing super good at. And saving so small bits of times and just trying to extend the lead even by just moving slightly faster at some parts. As we saw in the TTM Reds, for example.
Yeah, really the only major mistake we've seen from Heisenberger has been those bomb clip mishaps at the very beginning. Oh, missing the breeze, Heisenberger.
As we're talking about Heisen mistakes, then of course has to mess up right afterwards.
Commentators cursing the run, or commentator single.
I'm trying to think of that. Was there really not anything that Heisen really messed up on? That's actually insane. Like, super consistent.
Yeah, I can't remember any other big mistakes. That's the thing, Cheese has just been playing at an insane pace.
Ooh, and again, right as we talk about mistakes, Heisen deciding to not get the triple jump, but has a nice backup star, deep freeze instead, so...
Cheese heading back to basement, gonna catch MIPS, and then off to HMC.
Oh, we also didn't really talk about the routing differences of, like, doing HMC later. You actually save like a second over doing SL Reds and HMC early. So you do grab that second MIP star for Snowman's Land Reds. Which is kind of weird, but obviously, or that's at least how I see it, you can just do Fire C and Upstairs before HMC, which is a really nice part about it. Just getting that out of the way sooner is always good.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
Especially like Fire C, because Fire C is also a really tough stage to get through. But yeah. Let's see how Cheese can keep up his pace, because I would say HMC still has a few tricky starts. It's not as free as I would have said, just as I was comparing like HMC late before. But does get the triple box jump, which is the hardest star in this stage, probably. It's obviously subjective, but I think many runners agree on that. That the triple box jump is in 70 the biggest obstacle.
Yeah, it's really easy to fall down there, and if that happens, you have to have a backup.
And if you do happen to like fall on even more,
oh, Cheese missing the side flip for Christmas Miracle though.
And now he cannot press that switch. That's not high enough. You can't do that with a side flip. You actually do have to get a triple jump wall kick to be high enough. It's so weird. You fall for ages, even with a side flip, and you still can't press the switch. You have to get a triple jump wall kick. And then you do a double jump and a kick, and you get the switch press in the water. It's like, what is up with that? So weird. So if you do happen to go for the side flip wall kick, you just want to try to dive on the bit of land where you do the back up on instead. So it's kind of faster to just dive on there and back up instead of trying to hit the switch still, which Cheese did. Alright, then Heisen grabbing the ledge, but this is a nice looking nice camera and gets it. Nice. You do have to hold back on that trick as well. That's a death zone. If you do hold too far to the like forward, you just end up dying because you're not in the death zone.
Boulder RNG messing with Cheese a little bit.
Yeah, he managed that so well though. The reactions. And that's low 39. It's with maybe with a perfect tip he would still 47, but it's definitely a low 48 for him still. The kind of gameplay he had this far, he can easily get a low 48.
Cheese right now entering Tippy. If you don't know what that is the tip top of the castle. Consists of Rainbow Ride, Tick-Tock Clock, and Bowser in the Sky.
Definitely easily the hardest stages in the run. Not only is it in the end and you can lose, I would say it's hard because you can die anywhere, and that just goes into your nerves, knowing that you can die anywhere. I don't think the tricks themselves are too hard compared to other stuff in the game, but yeah, just having that factor, the being feared of dying anywhere, is a huge mental block, I would say. But that was a super clean lucky to bounce from Cheese.
Heisenburger getting the switch in HMC. So again, saving a bit of time over Cheese.
If only, I don't think at this point, sadly, those small mistakes will help Heisen to like catch up. But again, he could grab some extra points from that. Assuming that Cheese, of course, doesn't mess up, which I better don't say anything because otherwise I'll just curse him. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. And he goes for the quick jump up there. He got a little bit caught up on the fence. Like you can usually just do.
Ooh, not getting the rollout for tricky triangles.
Alright, he still manages to get up there though. A little bit slow, but fast enough for the tricky triangles to not go back into the previous state. But yeah, as I was saying,
oh, Heisenburger taking a death in Rainbow Ride though.
Gets caught up on the edge, like the weird edge of the moving platform. It's so weird. If you don't have enough hate or speed, you just get a weird bonk there. Even if you press A, you're still doomed.
Going for Lakitu bounce. Oh, falling down. That's gotta hurt. Gonna back it up with reds.
Yeah, you always gotta consider it's not over. Even after getting the bounce, the slope is just as tedious as getting, maybe even more tedious than just getting the bounce. A little bit of slop there on Heisen's part on reds, but nothing too major. Alright, that's an odd decision from Cheese. Did he not want to go for 100 coins first?
That's what I was thinking. You usually see 100 coin being the first star runners go for, but Cheese instead opting for a different star to start out.
What always like makes me want to go first for one, because it's just, do you want to do the hardest stuff first or not? And in my case, it definitely is. There's so much RNG, and he's still not going for it. There's so much RNG in TTC 100 that you just want to get it out of the way. Usually, that's what I see most people do, at least. But Cheese just doesn't want to, I guess. I mean, at the end, it's the race, so he has to do it anyways. He can't just reset after messing up. But yeah.
Yeah, messed up late, and oh, Heisenberger taking another death.
He's not getting a break. And Cheese at the
He's
same
also
time
falling though. Oh my gosh.
messing up the turbo jump wall kick. Did get the turbo jump wall kick, but wasn't able to get the turbo jump afterwards. And
Falling again. Oh, managed to grab the ledge. Didn't take a death.
Trying to back it up, and oh, there's so much sloppiness going on right now. This is not looking good. Alright, finally gets up there though. That's what he tried to do before as well. Oh man. But still, nothing compared to like what's happened to Heisen Rambo, right? Those were too many deaths, and he's still so far behind now. Second triple jump moving for Cheese, and he gets it. Oh, goes for the really fast pendulum strat, but misses the long jumps and the wall kicks afterwards. But yeah, I was also saying earlier that it seems like Cheese just wants to save the 100 coins to last. And now we see Heisen actually going for it first.
Chat actually saying that she said he doesn't like to do TTC 100 first anymore because it stresses him out. Whether that's correct, I can't confirm, but...
Oh, damn. It actually sounds interesting. Maybe I should try this as well. I definitely can get behind the factor of it stressing you out, for sure, because it's such a hard star. There's so much that can go wrong. Maybe he just wants to take it easy first entering TTC. But yeah, now we see both runners actually being on the same star, but Cheese is almost done with the entire stage. Come on. And that's a super clean beginning from him. Ooh. Heisen was so lucky that the coin RNG was that good. He did miss the double jump and almost got burned as well, but the coins just flew directly into him, even with just a single jump.
Yeah, RNG definitely on Heisenberger's side there.
This TTC 100 from Cheese also so nice. Alright, we'll actually be able to tell what kind of pace he's on once he's left TTC. It's around 2 minutes to do Toad and Bits, so...
Ooh, getting bopped by the thwomp.
Squished, man. We're not getting the thwomp, just didn't want to go down.
Again, falling. Oh my gosh.
This confused. What's that backflip, Cheese? Hello?
Sloppy into 100 from Cheese.
Oh, it was looking so good too. What a bummer. But he's still on 48 pace, going out of TTC. If he nails that bits, that's a high 48 for him. And Heisen, again, no breaks for him. He still has to deal with this. I think it's gonna be so hard for him to secure points. I don't think it's that possible for him anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it is either, sadly, but I believe he will finish out the run. Cheese right now working his way through bits.
Yeah, good stuff on Heisen on just continuing that run, like, and solid too. It's just been tippy really. All those deaths, and he's still going strong.
Cheese going for moving right side.
Gets it, yo. Doesn't want to slow down either. He wants that 48.
Oh, bonking.
Okay, gets a bonk there. All right, he's in the pipe. Can definitely still get a 48. Let's see. No trouble grabbing Goldar. That's the...
Ooh, missed one throw already, though.
And he's mad. Oh no, he's so mad.
The rage pauses.
You do want to avoid that. It still costs time, so might as well just gonna get it done with. Not rage pause at all, but yeah, it can happen easily. Getting mad. All right, there it is. It's low 49 still. Wow. And if Heisen does manage to get like a good bits, he can still grab a few points. It's not over for him completely. I was wrong. I should have believed more in my boy Heisen. Like a low 52. Wait. Low 51. You can still get a low 51.
Yeah, so it is still possible for Heisen to grab some points.
Ooh, takes a bonk there though. Nothing too major, it's still Kempfun will a solid time to get those points. It's in there. There's actually, I don't know if we're gonna have a
Oh, Heisen dying on bits.
such a weird death spot to die on. Man, that's so rough. He spaced the jump dive a little bit too late and had too much speed going forward. Just wasn't able to get that clip double jump strat. Double jump clip thing.
Hello, Cheese.
Hey.
Hey Bob, congratulations on the win, and sad for the 48 though.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. But
Your
yeah.
beginning was nuts.
Yeah, that was a great run. The beginning was insane. It was like a record base.
Yeah,
But
that was so good.
yeah, upstairs wasn't great. The TTM red especially was me. I think I hold down too much because I try to like make sure and grab the star on the rollout, but then I miss the red coin because I don't hold right enough.
Yeah, it
happens a
probably
lot.
would have been better to just grab some dust and try
Yeah.
to grab it slowly, I guess.
Yeah, this happened a few times. But a really good race. I'm not gonna try that TTC 100 ending again because it's always messes me up.
Yeah, I opted out for it as well. Like I can't get it down consistently. The thwomp is still kind of
Well, you can't.
obnoxious.
You can't get it, and you kind of have to rely on the whomp. The thwomp, that's a problem. But anyway, yeah, that was a good race. I don't like missing throws, but what can you do?
Happens for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, really strong showing.
Yeah, even I want to clear up too that mistake in Wedge World in 100 coin. It only lost me like maybe 15 seconds. Like it was still good record pace potentially after that mistake, which was pretty good. But yeah.
And now Heisen is in the call as well. GG's Heisen. That tippy was sad, if I might say so.
Yeah, I was on pace for potentially my best run. Actually, this ended up being my best run, if I remember right. But it could have been like way better. I have this thing that always happens in Rainbow Ride. I always hit that glitchy wall kick, only in tournaments though.
That's awful.
So I was not surprised at all when that happened.
Oh, it's so sad though. Yeah, and you kind of feel like there's not much you can do about it too. Like it's so hard to tell if you get enough hate or not, or like have enough speed, and then you just die. You kind of know you die, but there's not much you could have done before. So
yeah, I would love to know exactly what causes glitchy wall kicks, because like sometimes I feel like I do the exact same movement, exact same speed, exact same height, and it doesn't happen. So it'd
Yeah,
be
I
interesting to
get that.
know.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah,
Other than that, though, I think you played really, really consistent. Other than the bomb clip mistakes, there wasn't any major mistakes that you did throughout the run.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be known for my bomb clip after this tournament. It's the
But did
second
that
time I
actually?
think I've ground pounded it,
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
and then I died to it on my very first race. So
Oh man, that's
yeah,
that's so unlucky.
that was a rough start, but I feel like I came back from it really strong. I think what really helped was that good fire C. Like that basically put me back in the right mindset.
Yeah, definitely. It was
Yeah.
actually insane because you weren't doing like mistakes at all. But Cheese was still pulling ahead. Like Cheese was playing out of her mind. If you're gonna rewatch that, you'll see what I mean. It was playing insane in the beginning.
Yeah, I do a lot of safe strats. Like I know I got some crap for doing triple jump lava boost, but there's no other method that I can do like 90% consistent, and I will tilt if I die to it. So that's kind of my thought process on doing safe slow strats.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say that's all for me. Do you have any more questions, Doomguy?
No, I think I'm good.
Anything from the runners? Any?
I
I,
love Benny.
I love Benny too. All right. Yeah, I
Thank
think
you,
I
guys.
think we're all settled then.
Yeah.
All
All right,
right.
thank you.
We're gonna have Marika Double Dash right after this. Russell Cooper versus Goomba and L. And if you do like some more SM64 action, we have 2 more races later tonight. Ouija versus Paracusia and Toast Rider versus Rock Shark. So if you want to watch those, they're gonna happen later. But Double Dash first. Other than that, thank you so much for commentating, Doom Guy. It was really fun.
Same. Thanks for joining me.
And yeah, that's it. We're gonna have a quick intermission and have a good one. Thank you guys for watching.